What up guys? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another hydrofoiling tutorial. In this video we're going to cover how to do the jibe. Firstly, let's clear up what exactly a jibe is. Technical terms. A jibe is a sailing maneuver whereby a sailing vessel reaching downwind turns its stern through the wind such that the wind direction changes from one side of the boat to another. So if you apply that to hydrofoiling, when you're turning the nose of your board downwind, the stern of your board upwind, that is a jibe. Now the jibe is one of the most commonly used ways and the easiest ways to turn around on a foil. So it's really important that you learn this one. And if you haven't learned how to move your feet around in my previous video, make sure you check that out, and you kind of need to have that pretty down to learn how to jibe. Let's cover the two different types of jibes you can do kite surfing. So the first one is when you switch your feet before you turn like this, and then you go from your heels round to your toes. The second one is going from your heels, carving round on your toes, and then switching your feet after you make the turn. Now, depending which your dominant foot forward is, will decide which way you most commonly use these different jibes. I have the best clips of me doing all my stuff left foot forward, so I'm going to show you left foot forward clips, but you're going to just have to apply that of your right foot forward, which should be fairly straightforward. So let's get into the tutorial. We're going to start with the heel side to toe side jibe, as this is the easiest way to turn around, and you technically don't even need to move your feet for it to be a jibe. This is a great way to carve around onto your toes, and it's actually easier for most people to ride along toe side than it is switch. Just to be clear, all these techniques I'm going to talk about apply for both strapped and strapless hydrofoiling. Right, so when you're riding along on your dominant heel side tack, you need to find a nice balanced position with your feet, so you're able to maintain a comfortable speed while adjusting your weight and making sure you don't stall the foil. The position of your feet will vary a lot depending on the size of your wing, your board, your weight, your power, etc. So it's down to you to find that comfortable spot where it feels good to move your weight around. Before initiating the turn, you need to start bringing the kite up towards 12 o'clock. I actually think it's much easier to downloop the kite in front of you, as you can keep a much nicer line tension throughout the jibe, unless I'm really overpowered, and then I'll bring the kite up through 12 o'clock and across to the other side of the window. Safety first, check no one's behind you. Then you're going to slowly bring your kite up to 12 o'clock, let your bar out slightly and bring your weight across the board onto your toe side edge before looping the kite or bringing the kite through 12 o'clock and down the other side. As you bring your kite up to 12 o'clock, you need to start heading downwind and adjusting your weight from your heel side through the middle of the board to your toe side, steering the kite and following the kite downwind onto your toe side edge. If you downloop the kite, you want to have your bar out at this point whilst you unspin your lines, so your kite can drive forward to the edge of the window. Then you can go ahead and switch your feet, quickly stepping your rear foot forwards to meet your front foot and then stepping your front foot backwards. Please watch my full tutorial about how to switch your feet, listed in the description below. Here are the key points to think about. Bring your kite up high in the window, then come off your edge and head downwind before looping or steering the kite and carving round onto your toes. Now let's look at the toe side to heel side jibe. It's much easier to jibe with your dominant foot forwards, so I'm going to switch my feet before the jibe in this situation. Once switching your feet, make sure you're in a good position and you're feeling balanced before switching your weight from your toes to your heels and carving the board around downwind following the kite. I can't stress enough how much easier it is to jibe with your dominant foot forwards. As I'm left foot forwards, if I'm riding to the right, I will switch my feet before jibing around. When riding to the left, I will jibe round onto my toe side edge before changing my feet. But first of all, regain control of your speed, unspin your bar, get the kite up to 12 and then change your feet. Let's run through the key points of the toe to heel jibe. Firstly, if you're not already riding toe side, then go ahead and switch your feet for slowly bringing the kite up to 12 o'clock and then simultaneously putting more pressure on your heel side edge and carving around while steering your kite across to the other side of the window and then ride away like a badass. Foiling is all about practice, repetition, persistence and finesse. It takes a long time and takes a lot of minor adjustments before you figure out exactly what to do. Different kites, boards, equipment, wings, foils, water conditions can all massively affect these minor adjustments you're making on the foil. So it's really important to stick with it and keep trying these different techniques in all types of conditions, because if you put in the time, you will get more consistent. Thanks a lot for watching my tutorial about how to jibe. As I said before, this is a really useful skill that I can't recommend enough, whether you're using straps or strapless. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the tutorial and you're feeling like you're getting stuff out of it and you want more, then please consider subscribing, smash the like button, comment on more videos you want me to make. It's all much appreciated. Hang in there, guys. We will shred again. Peace out.